Hi, folks, and welcome to Breaking It. And today we are going to talk about the new LEGO Ideas set 21354 Twilight The Cullen House. But before I get to the set itself, a little bit of history of vampires. If you want to skip this bit, please go forward to 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Now, tales of blood-sucking demons akin to vampires date back thousands of years, and examples can be found in ancient Greece and Egyptian mythology. However, vampires as we know them from film, TV, and literature predominantly come from the Eastern European folklore of the early 1800s. Irish novelist Bram Stoker famously brought these threads together for his 1897 novel Dracula. Vampires were first brought to the silver screen in the 1922 silent classic of German cinema Nosferatu, with Max Schreck bringing an unearthly quality to the sinister Count Orlok. 1931 saw Universal Studios and Bela Lugosi bring Count Dracula to cinematic life. The Universal monsters kept audiences glued to their seats throughout the 1930s and into the 1940s. However, once we reached 1948, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, the spine-chilling monsters had become comedy stooges. Things were then quiet on the vampire front until 1958, when Dracula himself returned, now played by Christopher Lee in the Hammer horror classic The Horror of Dracula. This saw a renewed interest in the vampire genre, which lasted through the 1960s but had run its course by the early 70s. Once again, vampires went out of fashion, with audiences instead flocking to disaster movies such as The Towering Inferno and the Airport series. And by the end of that decade, people were more interested in Grease Lightning, believing a man dressed in red and blue could fly, and a disturbance in the Force in a galaxy far, far away. Things picked up again in the mid-1980s with Life Force based on the 1976 novel Space Vampires, with Matilda May in the title role, and then 1987 brought two critically acclaimed vampire films. First, The Lost Boys, which was also a commercial success, and Near Dark, which was not. Things reached their peak with Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1992, with Gary Oldman taking the role of Count Dracula, followed in 1994 by Interview with the Vampire, based on the novel by Anne Rice. Then the vampire genre once again returned to comedy and parody, with 1995's Eddie Murphy vehicle, Vampire in Brooklyn, and Leslie Nielsen in Dracula, Dead and Loving It. Vampires in cinema faded from popularity again. But in 1997, if you'll forgive the pun, vampires were resurrected on the small screen with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which ran for 7 seasons. Then in 2005, Stephenie Meyer published the first of the Twilight saga, with its 3 sequels appearing each year, culminating in Breaking Dawn in 2008. The film versions of the Twilight saga were released between 2008 and 2012, which made international stars of Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner. And without the success of Twilight, shows like True Blood, which was based on the Sookie Stackhouse novels, and The Vampire Diaries would never have been greenlit. And of course, without Twilight, we would never have been treated to Christian Grey and his 50 Shades. Now, back to some LEGO. Set 21354, Twilight The Cullen House, is an 18+ set with 2001 pieces. It will be released on the 1st of February 2025, retailing for £189.99 or $219.99. The roof and each level of the 3-storey Cullen House can be removed so that you can more easily see the interior detail. The interior rooms include the living room, kitchen, bathroom, and Edward's bedroom. All rooms are packed with detail, for example the grand piano in the living room and the planters on the balcony. The set comes with 7 minifigures, of course, Bella Swan and Edward Cullen, and Edward's minifigure has a special sparkle effect. Also, minifigures of Jacob Black, Carlisle Cullen, Alice Cullen, Charlie Swan, and Rosalie. Besides the house, the set features brick-built models of Bella's pickup truck, a tall tree, and a posable figure of Jacob in his wolf form. The set is full of Easter eggs from the films for you to discover. And LEGO have also made a lovely trailer video to accompany this release, a clip of which is playing in the background right now. The house measures over 21 centimetres high, 37 centimetres wide, and 18 centimetres deep. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, share and ding that notification bell. It really helps grow the channel. Thanks for watching, and more videos coming soon.